begins for the first time in 708 days. We'll see you there.
Welcome to Brooklyn, New York, home of the surging Nets, who tonight kick off a rare Monday night ESPN NBA doubleheader as they face the New York Knicks at the Barclays Center, where New York fans ready for at least a one-night bragging right opportunity as we kick off back-to-back games. And welcome to the NBA Courtside, brought to you by McDonald's. The NBA assist leader James Harden continues to play inspiring basketball, as does Julius Randle, who's been the engine for a Knicks team that is in the Eastern Conference playoff race. And good evening, everyone. Along with Doris Burke from her home in Philadelphia, Mike Green on hand from my home in New York. Blinka Andrews, fortunately, at the Barclays Center for us in Brooklyn. We'll check in her with just a little bit. Very interesting matchup tonight, Doris. We have the hottest team in the NBA against maybe the biggest surprise team in the NBA. The Nets, of course, the hottest team with that great offense. The Knicks, the surprise with the great defense. Let's start with Brooklyn and James Harden. Hard to say because he's been an MVP. He's been the runner-up a couple of times. But when you look at the complete overall game, he might be playing his best basketball of his career.
Mike, the ability to pack up his game, bring it to a new city and play alongside other great players and adapt his game around. Look at the scoring, only 19th since becoming a Net, but that does not tell the story of how impactful he has been on this recent incredible stretch. First in assists, always ready to play, Mike. He very rarely misses games. So now you get him in the middle of the floor in a one-on-one situation, only one guy to beat, too big, too strong, too talented. Okay, now we know he's going to absorb double teams. This is what he does. He could score that, but he finds one of his primary targets in Bruce Brown. Simple dump off. Watch how quickly the eyes look ahead. This is a dangerous transition team in large measure because of his passing skills. Mr. Claxton gets an easy deuce. And so now you look at two superstars, Kyrie Irving as well, contributing over 27 points per game quite efficiently. It allows you to absorb the loss of Kevin Durant for a stretch.
Well, they certainly have led the team, especially Harden, 12 wins in their last 13 games. Speaking of leading the team, Julius Randle has done that for the Knicks. Now, certainly Tom Thibodeau's arrival and the defense has been the #1 reason for their success. But Randle, and he's the subject of our golden moment presented by McDonald's, you'd be scary to think about what the Knicks would be like without Julius Randle.
Tom Thibodeau talks about the number of ways this guy influences winning, has an opportunity to do something no Knick has ever done, be above 20, 10 rebounds, and 5 assists. And the part of this that's unique is he's playing the best defense of his career as well. One of his favorite spots on the floor, that right baseline, can get to the mid-range game. The aspect that he worked so hard on, not only the conditioning, but the ability to play in the modern NBA with that range shooting. But this, to me, Mike, a year ago, it felt like he felt all the pressure to score it. Now he's involving his teammates, get him downhill to that left-hand side, draw the defense, and kick it. 12 assists, a career high there, and triple-double last time out against Oklahoma City's been dynamite.
And Doris, he's had some terrific help from R.J. Barrett. The 20-year-old Barrett in his second year coming off a career-high 32 in a victory at OKC on Saturday. His turnaround from last year has been excellent. Of course, the Nets still without Kevin Durant, still waiting to welcome Blake Griffin. Well, Blinka Andrews sat with Griffin. We'll have that when Courtside continues.
NBA Courtside is presented by McDonald's.